So we finally done it. We're here. Jasmine Sandlas, No Filter. And Jasmine, I know when you and me usually chat, it's all about the music. But today, we're going to go deep. Don't worry.
Okay, this interview is going to be kind of sad because you know what? We already start. I don't know if it sounds sad or what it's going to sound like, but I was thinking, yo, my song Mitti Mitti's dropping soon. I was going to be that old Jasmine talking about music and, yo, we're going to kill it. We're going to do this, you know, but if this is how you want to do it, let's do it.
Hey, we can get to Mitti Mitti in a minute. All right, let me just ask you about last year in a different way. Isn't it hell on earth to feel sad and then have to be a character for what is essentially last year was your most successful year to date?
I'm so blessed. Can you believe it? Like, I was at my rock bottom last year, right? Emotionally. Nothing to do with my music at all, right? I just wanted to be loved once. I just wanted to fall in love once, or what you think love is from books and movies. It doesn't work like that. I don't know anybody that love hit just once, you know? I think that's been my weakness, you know, because you know what? Like, we all just want to be loved. All of us are looking for a place called home. And my dreams are my home. My family's my home. I've got 3 or 4 good friends in the world, in different countries. They're my home. I was sad. I had no confidence. I was faking this whole, you know, cushy and happiness and this self-esteem thing that everybody looks at me for, like, yo, we want to be just like her. She's so confident. Look at her. I was not, you know, a person like me can't fake it 100%, man. I got it inside me. We all got it inside us, but I was putting a little bit of glitter on it, you know. I was, because I can't come to the radio station and be like, had a tough year, man. You know what I mean? So it was definitely a little bit of pretending, because I always want to, I always will, you know. You probably will never know when I'm sad next because I'm such a good faker, you know, because you have to be. Like when little kids too, you know, they're looking at you. People watch my Snapchat as if it's like something really important. They call it different names, you know, and it's like I can't come up on Snapchat and say, yo, like, it sucks to suck. You know what I mean? I'm sad today. I never do that on Snapchat or anywhere on my social media or interviews because it's not what I'm needed for. Everybody's got their own pain, you know, and I just want to be the reason somebody smiles every day, you know. So that's why I put out music that I do, whether it's my sad songs or whether it's my happy songs. There is strength in it, you know. So your question was 2018. Kisi ka thoda question?
The question was, isn't it a living hell to be having your most successful year and to be at rock bottom? How did you live that duality? That's what it is.
I've got such good friends. The 3-4 people in my life that I love so much: Rabia, DJ, Kiran, my sister Rosaline, my brother Ravneet. That's it. You know what I mean? They were my backbone. They kept on reminding me, yo, don't go there. No, that's a dark place, you know?
Are you worried about your dark place?
I am, very much so. I thought I was not going to survive it. I just told you that like 10 minutes ago. Like,
how dark is your dark place?
Yo, it's like blacker than this black background that's like not letting my hair shine right now. Yeah, my dark place is dark. But I'm scared to go to my dark place. I am, because only I can get myself out, you know? And I've written some beautiful music in my dark place.
Well, that's great for everybody, and catharsis for you, hopefully, as well. Okay, all right. So, look, let's talk about February 2019 then. Because you come in, you're like, I was there. It was horrible, but it was what it was. And then everything's flipped. And there are people who will be listening in right now in that dark place. What flipped it for you?
I surrounded myself with every one of my friends and reminded myself of my dreams once again. I shot 2 videos in a week. It made me feel alive again. I started to get out my notebook that I was scared to get out because I had such a writer's block. I couldn't write. Ever since I moved to Punjab, I couldn't write.
Wow. That's a serious thing.
It is.
You got writer's block in Punjab.
I did.
The home of the writers.
I did. I wrote so much in Bombay. In my balcony, I was so free. I was so happy. You know, Punjab is a really beautiful place, but the Punjab I love is where I grew up when I was 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 maximum. Then I moved to America. Coming back to Punjab, it was a different world because all of a sudden I'm this famous person, you know, and every part of me belongs to someone else, you know, and I just felt too distributed. You know, I felt like I was too exhausted. I felt like I felt too watched, you know.
Are you able to walk, let's just say Jalandhar or Chandigarh, would you be able to walk the streets?
Yes, I'm very much able to walk anywhere I want to in the world, you know. Do I have to take 100 selfies? No, I don't anymore because I've announced it on Snapchat 100 times. Be like, yo, you have to let me be a normal person because guess what? Right now I'm famous. I became uberly famous like 2 years ago. Before that मैंने किसी ने फोटो नहीं खिंचाई. हुन 2 साल बाद मेरे गाने ना चले फिर किसी ने फोटो नहीं खिंचानी मेरे ना ते डिप्रेशन ते मैनू ही होना ना. So if you love me, don't take photos with me. At the show I'm yours. You know, at the show I love you. I want to kiss you. I want to hug you. I want to hold your hand. But when I'm walking to the gym, when I'm going to the gurdwara, when I am buying vegetables at the mandi, I want to do that because I don't want to feel like a robot or like a Martian in my own Punjab. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So my fans are very intellectual people, man. They understand, they respect. And like even in England too, after the BBC show ki Tapa, right? I went to, pata nahi keda mall siga, Westfield,
yeah.
right? Pata nahi Birmingham ch koi mall siga, Bullring hona, Bullring.
Yeah.
I went there. I see people looking at me and they see me looking at them. We recognize, you know, and we're just, you know, throwing a hello, hi, winks and, you know, kisses and that's it. And they get me. They get me at that level and it's so beautiful. I couldn't have asked for anything else at this point in my life. And talking about last year, like as sad as I was, my music was doing so well. And not once did I try to do that music. People came to me with that music. And that was like, Baba ji, aap ithale aake tanu te nahi kehinde ki tu aa kar, bandiyan rahi unhone message bhejne hain, right? So koi artist aa gaya mere ko gaana kar, I don't want to do it, man. Do it, come on, do it. I believe in you. I have faith in this song. If you do it, only if you do it, it's going to work. Okay, let's do it. Do it, boom, 250 million views, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Then somebody else goes, I wrote this song, do it. I was like, I don't want to do it, man. I'm not feeling it. I'll do it in 3 months. Call me later. No, come on, Jasmine, you got to do it. The vibe is right now. Boom. My first song on my channel, my YouTube channel, launched my company, you know what I mean? And it was never me. It was the universe pulling me out of my not so happy place, right?
Yeah.
So you have to look at the signs. So to get back to your main point of this, probably the major point of this entire interview is going to be the people that are sad right now, people that are feeling like they're immobilized by their circumstance. What can they do to get out of it? You have to remind yourself, if it helps, look in the mirror, look in your eyes. It's scary, but it's so empowering. I've done it once or twice because more than that, it scares me. To look inside my own soul, it scares me, you know? And like, tell yourself, what are your dreams? Just say them out loud. And I promise you, sooner or later, all your dreams will come true. I'm a living example. Like, who am I? I'm not a great singer.
But,
No,
excuse me.
No, wait. Let's be fair about it, right?
You're talking technically.
Like, I'm just talking like, let's compare the top 200 singers of the world. I'm not there, right? Vocally, like, that's fine. I'm loved. I get it, right? I'm not a great singer. I write with my heart, but I'm not a great writer. My words are very simple, right? My stage performance, I don't remember half my lyrics sometimes. People have tell me, okay, Jasmine, this is the next lyric. Like, I don't have a set list. I don't know what song I'm going to sing first or second. I got nothing going on. I got nobody in the industry helping me. I am not rich. I wasn't rich. You know what I'm saying?
Come on, man.
I've been working hard. I'm comfortable now, right? But
Yeah.
I come from a very, very, lower middle class family. We used to, all 5 of us, my mom, dad, brother, sister, myself, we used to sleep on the same bed because that's all we could afford is a 1 studio bedroom apartment, And like I had nothing going for me. Why am I here? Because I wanted it so bad. And I didn't want it for the fame or the money. And that's why I got it. And anybody who wants to be an artist, anybody who wants to be successful in the entertainment game, you have to understand that you cannot chase fame or money because that's so temporary.
Mm-hmm.
You could be famous and you'd be like, oh, and then what? Because I've seen it all. And then, but what keeps me going is the good song that I write, the love that I get from the audience, even if it's 100 people or 5,000 people, you know, it's the feeling that I go for, you know. ਸੋ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਵੀ ਲੋਕ ਸੈਡ ਫੀਲ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ ਇਸ ਟਾਈਮ ਆਪਣੇ ਆਪ ਨੂੰ ਯਾਦ ਕਰਾਓ ਕਿ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਸੁਪਨੇ ਕੀ ਹੈ ਤੁਸੀਂ what do you want to do with your life, like let's just say you're 100 years, how would you want to spend that 100 years loving people, given whatever you had away, because ਲੈ ਕੇ ਤੇ ਕੁਝ ਜਾਣਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਆਪਾਂ you know, ਕਿੰਨੇ ਕੁ ਸੋਹਣੇ ਕੱਪੜੇ ਲੈ ਜਾਓਗੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਨਾਲ, ਕਿੰਨੀਆਂ ਗੱਡੀਆਂ, ਕਿੰਨੇ ਘਰ ਲੈ ਜਾਓਗੇ, you know, ਕਿੰਨਾ ਕੁ ਪੈਸਾ ਲੈ ਜਾਓਗੇ, ਕਿੰਨਾ ਕੁ ਫੈਂਸੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਫੂਡ ਲੈ ਜਾਓਗੇ ਕਿ ਖਾ ਕੇ you eat it and then it comes out and it's done. Don't spend so much money on it, keep it simple, you know what I mean, like ਕੱਪੜੇ ਪਾ ਲਏ you know ਰੱਦੀ ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਥੋੜੇ ਚਿਰ ਬਾਅਦ, ਗੱਡੀਆਂ ਵੀ ਜਿੱਦਾਂ depreciating ਹੁੰਦੀਆਂ ਆ, there's nothing that we're gonna take with us. And then ਮੈਂ ਗੱਲਾਂ ਬਹੁਤ ਇੰਟਰਵਿਊਜ਼ 'ਚ ਸੁਣੀਆਂ, right, like legends that I look up to, right, ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਕਿ ਪਿਆਰ ਕਰੋ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ, love everybody, you know, try to help as many people as you can, you know, and because that's the thing that stays with them, how you made them feel. So good feel karao sara nu.
Beautiful advice. Very, very deep. Let me ask you about something else then, about the position you're in. And I'm doing this now because I understand that you're always really open with me, and you're always so gracious with me, and I really appreciate that. So it's just only because you all know this, when you're at the level that you're at, if you're that famous and you mean that much to so many people, how do you stop your human energy from being pulled out of your body, ripped to pieces and thrown away? I'm a believer in people's energies, an empath. I meet people sometimes and I think your energy is all wrong. My intuition's telling me let's just move apart from each other. I've also been in a very small level back in my DJing days in the same position you're in, where people are like, Barbie, friction, oh my God. And I never reacted well to it, like a lot of other DJs I know. I felt like my life energy was being taken out of me and stolen. Have you ever felt that with the level of fame that you're at and adoration?
I've been feeling that for like 2 years. But I still think that I'm like 10 songs away from exhaustion. So I think I'm going to put the music out and then have a couple of babies. I want to have twins.
I got twins.
Yeah, that's so beautiful. Oh my God.
I didn't give birth to them, you know what I mean?
That's so beautiful. Like, I want a baby boy, I want a baby girl, and I want to raise them into beautiful human beings. I want to spend my energy doing that. I want to be a great mom, you know? That's the best thing I could ever do with my life, you know. Music sab piche reh jana, you know, when I'm going to be a great mom, and you know, nurture two beautiful human beings into legends, you know, in their own way. Yeah, I think thoda ja me ko hegi energy, like saal kadi hegi hai, then I got to take a break because I do feel like I'm exhausted all the time. I've had insomnia for like 4 months straight. I slept the day before yesterday, I slept 7 hours, and ਮੈਂ ਇੰਸਟਾਗ੍ਰਾਮ ਪੋਸਟ ਪਾਈ ਗਾਲਾਂ ਗੂਲਾਂ ਕੱਢ ਕੇ, ਮੈਂ ਕਿਹਾ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਚੈਂਪੀਅਨ ਵਾਂਗੂ ਫੀਲ ਹੋ ਰਿਹਾ ਕਿ ਮੈਂ ਇੰਨਾ ਵਧੀਆ ਸੁੱਤੀ ਆ, 7 ਘੰਟੇ ਸੌਣਾ ਇੱਕ ਲਗਜ਼ਰੀ ਹੋ ਗਈ ਮੇਰੇ ਵਾਸਤੇ. Like I couldn't even sleep more than 3 hours a night, sometimes not even at all, and you know, my eyes are busted, and like, you know, you still got to do the things you do video shoots, talk to people, act all jolly and stuff, you know. And it was exhausting because, you know, you're just thinking so much and you're giving away so much, and then by the time you hit the bed, you're still thinking, you know, because all the things that happen to you all throughout the day and all the egos that you deal with in this industry, you know, because I don't have that issue, but when I'm dealing with a lot of people that want to act very humongous in front of me, then I have to deal with it like I'm dealing with a beast, and that's gotta be like, slow down there, relax now, you know what I mean? Like, I have to relax myself. I also have to keep it very calm so I could deal with people around me and stuff like that, which is a great skill I've learned, you know. I'm calmer than I ever imagined I would be. Come on now, you know what I mean? Like, this is not me, but I've had to learn to be this way, and I've just become the person that doesn't get too affected by the screams, you know. Like, you know, the way they did at the BBC, that was beautiful. I really took that in when I saw the video, and I felt so good. Sent the video to my mom, she was happy, and I just felt like, whoa, what am I going to do next? This is beautiful. Like, what can I do that will keep my fans disconnected to me, right? So ਮੈਂ ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਹੁਣ ਜਬਲੀਆਂ ਮਾਰ ਰਹੀ ਹਾਂ, I don't know, ਹੁਣ ਤੁਸੀਂ got me off track. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore.
That's fine. There's no rules with no filter. Don't worry.
Yeah, so I'm just, look, to be honest, like, this is honest, not even like fake honest, like last year. I am so happy in my life. I've taken out the trash. I have gotten rid of, I would say 90% of toxic people in my life. Well, I didn't have that many, like I had maybe 3 or 4 in the last few years, and like I've taken them out. There's a few people lingering around, testing them out, right? Like, okay, if you're gonna act right, I'll keep you forever, because you know how my love is. It's either I love you or I don't. There's no middle, and then I'm gonna test them out and see how it is, and then if they pass the test, boom, I've taken the entire trash out, and my life is clean and it's happy, filled with good vibes, filled with love, because it is possible.
Yeah.
It is possible to have a life full of love and laughter every day, surrounded by people that you love. You just have to create it.
Yeah. Work at it like you would on your career.
Right.
But work on your insides, not your outside.
Right.
Are you afraid of all of this disappearing? And, I know you would never give me a fake answer, but I know you're an artist. Come on, every artist, as much as work is number one and creating something of value is number 2, there is a number 3 where you do enjoy the validation. If this all finishes tomorrow, that validation's gone. How are you going to react to that?
I've heard some beautiful things about myself in the last 2 years, right? Number one female artist. I've heard some beautiful things about myself from other people, like whether it's people on the radio or TV or like fans or people that are important to me, like taglines like number 1 artist in the industry, groundbreaking, boundary pushing, role model to all the women that listen to Punjabi music. None of that affects me. I don't want any of that. I never wanted any of that. And having that, let's just say I have it. Let's just say I am all those things. It doesn't affect me at all. It does not excite me because, like, to be honest, honest kari janne a. All of this is honest. Okay, so ਸੱਚੀ ਗੱਲ ਦੱਸਾਂ ਮੈਂ ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਕਿ ਜਦੋਂ ਮੁਸਕਾਨ ਰਿਲੀਜ਼ ਕੀਤਾ ਸੀਗਾ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਫੇਮ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ ਸੀਗਾ because I was young.
Yeah.
I was hungry. Like I wanted to be recognized for music. I wanted to be like applauded for the hard work that I've done even before Muskan. Nobody knows my struggle before Muskan. ਕਿੱਦਾਂ ਮੈਂ ਕਲੱਬਾਂ ਦੇ ਬਾਹਰ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਖੜੇ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਸੀਗੀ ਮੇਰੀ CD ਲੈ ਲਓ ਮੈਂ singer ਹਾਂ right? The first time somebody asked me to perform, I was very young. They're like, how much do you charge? I was like, I don't charge. This is music. It's my pure stuff. Like I don't charge for this. They're like, you're dumb. You know what I mean? So that's who I was. And you know what? Like, if I was really comfortable in my life financially and my mom and dad were loaded and stuff, I would be already doing charity. But ਮੇਰੀ ਮੰਮੀ ਦਾ ਧਿਆਨ ਰੱਖ ਕੇ ਥੋੜਾ ਜਿਹਾ ਮੇਰੇ younger brother sister ਹੈਗੇ ਆ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ settle ਕਰਕੇ ਥੋੜਾ ਜਿਹਾ then I belong to people that love me. Like I am going to do so many, I haven't even done anything yet. I want to do so many beautiful things that impact people all over the world, and I will never promote it, which is why I'm not going to say it right now, because come on now. If you're going to do something beautiful, do it.
Yeah.
And don't tell people about it, right?
Yeah.
So then, but that's what I'm looking forward to. मेरे को इन्ना कि मैं comfortable हो जाऊँ, मेरी family इन्नी comfortable हो जाए, best friend ਦਾ ਇੱਕ business ਖਿਲਾ ਦਿਆਂ मैं, 1-2 यार दोस्त है मेरे जिन्होंने प्यार किया 10 साल, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ मैं settle ਕਰ ਦੇਵਾਂ, then I'm set. I don't need nothing. This is from Primark. You know what I mean? My jean is like $19. You know what I mean? ਜਰਾਬਾਂ ਭਰਾ ਦੀਆਂ ਪਾਈਆਂ, ਜੁੱਤੇ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਮਨਦੀਪ ਨੇ force ਕੀਤਾ ਲੈ ਲੈ ਤੂੰ. Like I don't need clothes. I don't have a car. Actually, I just recently bought a car. That's nice, right? Because I was going in Uber on my shows. Like I would turn up to the awards in an Uber, and people are like, this is a joke. Yeah. This is not a joke. This is reality. I don't want to own a car. That's a waste of money for me. You know what I mean? I don't have a house. I rent places wherever I live. So I don't hold on to the things that are temporary. I want that feeling to last forever. And the feeling, I've already got it. Je khatam ho jaye kal feeling, I already got enough.
Yeah.
Jidda hunda na ke, like what's the animal? Polar bear. They eat so much, then they can hibernate. They don't need to eat for like.
They can eat like for 1 month, and that's it for the next 10 months.
And I'm sorted. I'm sorted. Like last year could take me through the next few years, but let's just be real right now. I got bangers after bangers coming this year, so I'm not stopping. I'm not like saying everybody can relax and say Jasmine's resting. I'm not resting. I got so much coming out. I got the album coming out that I've been bragging about for 2 years. I just recorded a couple songs when I've been in the UK. Those are fire. And I never talked about my songs like that because aap ki fukri marni, but aa gaya time hun fukri maran da because bahut sone gaane aa rahe hain. You know what I mean? Mahol kharab karange aapa.
All right. So, all right, we'll jump to the music and then we can go somewhere else. Just very quickly, in terms of the music, you know what I do on my show and what I do on the Asian Network. I love what's happening with the Gully Boy rhythms coming out of India. Pakistan's on fire at the moment musically. People in Canada, in Toronto, in Vancouver, in Luton, in Bradford. The Asian music scene worldwide is growing and it's splintering into a million different things. Are you always going to be tied to Punjabi music? Are we going to ever hear a grime track with Jasmine on, a EDM track with a rock band playing on top with Jasmine on? Are you ever going to do some mad Beatles stuff where you go, this is my psychedelic album?
I've already done something grime. I'm going to do something Afrobeat tomorrow.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying?
All here in the UK.
I've done it.
You sound like you've done it as well.
Angie?
You sound like you've done it. I love that little British inflection.
Yeah, I done it. So it's been really fun. Every time I come to the UK, I really love it here. It's besides the beautiful weather that you guys have here. I love everything about the UK. The music that you guys have. I mean, whether it's the Punjabi music that I've always respected, the OGs that come out of this part of the world, right, in the Punjabi music, and also what they're doing with the grime and the Afro beats and whatever the new UK sound is. It's a blend of a bunch of things, and I love it. I love it so much, and I want to be a part of that. You know, to me, like Punjabi music, मैं कीता वधिया. I think एक और साल मैं लावांगी Punjabi music च. Fir my job is done. Like, I mean, I can't do nothing much more. Like, I've done the emotional songs. I've, done the let me heal you type of songs. I've done the uberly romantic songs. I've done the खतरनाक गाडर जे गाने भी कीते मैं. उत्तों आ जेड़े super duper hit गाने जिन्हों कहंदे ओ भी कर ले. हुण की करा मैं पंजाबी music विच. But मेरी लोड़ सीगी इत्थे तां मैं इत्थे आई हां. I'm just here to serve my people, you know what I mean? Because English is my first language. Punjabi मैनू दुआर तो सीखनी पई so that people would take me seriously as a writer, right? So I had to learn Punjabi again for my people because I know that English ओही गाने गाई जावां. Like for example, if I sung a song like जेड़ा भी मेरा गाना लो Punjabi च, translate that into English, there's about 10 dope women doing that in the English game already, like the mainstream American scene already. They're doing it, but nobody's representing that energy in Punjabi music. So I had to plug myself there to do that, and I think I'm almost done with that. And now I need to move to. I need to have fun now.
Yeah,
my work is done. Like
Experiment.
By the end of this year, I wanna have fun after this. Know what I mean?
Okay, all right. So look. Away from the music again. Just one question. You give off great energy, according to me. Okay. I understand your battles because you are exalted in such a high way, and you've dealt with it in a very spiritual way. I'd like to say, which is none of this means anything. So I'm ready for this to not be around, and also please don't push me up that high. I see this from you. A lot of artists I know are actually really insecure when they get home. They look in the mirror and they don't like their face, they don't like their body, or they don't like something about themselves. Is there a dark side to Jasmine? Is there an angry side? Is there a very silly little side which you don't like? And if so, what is that?
I think jealousy is what has struck almost everybody in this industry. It hasn't touched me.
Jealousy hasn't touched you?
Has not touched me. That's one thing that I'm very, very grateful that it hasn't touched me. I love everybody that's doing something beautiful in their lives. I love people that are trying to currently compete with me at the moment. I love people that, have very big dreams, that want to do something so much bigger than anybody else has ever done. I've never been scared of that, So I just want to clear that up. That is what I notice that people are kind of struck by, right? That's the sad truth of that. But I am insecure. I do have insecurities. I always make sure that people capture me from the right side of my face because I feel like this is my better profile. I don't like to be photographed from this side. My face is probably the same on both sides, but it's my insecurity. You know what I mean? I got 2 ears, right? One of them ears is defected. I've never said that to anybody. But when I was born, my mom put me on like the bed and can't afford ho gaya siga. And can you see it? I look like a monkey.
I can't see it.
I can see it. Okay, so I look like a monkey from one side and a human being from the other side. So I've got little things that I'm insecure about. Like I gained weight. I was so sad. It's one of those quotes like, first you're sad and then you eat and then you're sad and fat. You know what I mean? So I got sad and fat in the last year, and like I look at myself and I'm like, the last month has been very different, but the whole last year I was like, what have I done to my body? What am I doing? Like, why instead of having drinks when I'm sad, why can't I go to the gym? I just couldn't get myself up to go to the gym, and I just wanted to, I was so uncomfortable in my life mentally that I wanted to be comfortable in my, like physically, I wanted to be comfortable, you know? So I started wearing hoodies. I started wearing sweatpants to my shows. I started doing shows in my gym clothes.
Which everyone thought was really cool. Like, look at what she's doing. She's so radical and alternative.
Real love, right? And it was an experiment. It was an experiment that I was doing. I mean, you know, inherently, I've studied psychology, so I do experiments even if I don't know I'm doing them, right? So I'm like, je main bilkul hi bekar hi ho jaan. Mere hisab na bilkul hi bekar ho jaan. I just let go of the glamour, the whole show business, the red lipstick, let go of the pretty red hair and get dreads, right? What would people say? Would they shun me for it? And some of them did. You know, my mom tells me all the Instagram comments that I get that are negative. I was like, Mom, don't tell me, I don't read them. You know what I mean? But a couple of kids that are, you know, they got, you know, big opinions, they'll say something that will hurt somebody, right? So like,
there's a lot of angry people out there on social media, you know?
Yeah, let's talk about it, right? So like, I have never, since I've been on social media, let's just say since YouTube started, right? Not once have I commented on someone's profile. People got fake profiles these days, I heard, right? But like, even for my real, I never had a fake one, but even for my real profile, I never said, this sucks, or even a lot worse than that, what people say to people in my position, right?
Yeah.
What does it take? Like, what mindset do you have to be in to say you're fat, you're ugly, you suck, or your music is so bad? Or people have lately told me that I look like a boy. So I'm going to get fake lashes tomorrow.
Well, you have got short hair,
right,
and you look amazing. You don't look like a boy at all.
Right? I mean, how could I look like a boy? Just look at me, right? But I'm going to get fake lashes tomorrow because now that comment has gotten to me and I'm going to look more feminine tomorrow. Just kidding. I've been thinking about that for a while. But, you know, things affect people and they change their entire life around that, you know? But, क्यों दसो मैनू क्यों लोग की कमेंट करते हैं?
I just see it like this because I see this stuff as well, and people don't say much to me, but I see people doing it on other people's profiles, and the only thing I can think is they've grown up in an environment where that's how they're being spoken about like that from their own mum and dad. To me, I'm sorry to get deep on this, I feel like their families are bringing them up to think it's okay to hurt someone.
Everybody needs therapy. Like, I haven't never gotten therapy because I'm so scared I'm going to feel like a psycho if I go to therapy. But like, my friends are my therapists, right? Like my mom, my friends, and a couple other people. Like, I talk to them on the phone or whatever, right? Or meet them. So this is what's going on in my life, and they heal me for the time being. But like, everybody in the Punjabi culture, from our grandparents to our mom and dads to like us and our kids, we all need therapy because...
Hallelujah, sister. I'm with you on this.
You know, बहुत सारी गल्लां आपां गल ही नहीं करते.
True.
You know, they're just like, you know, I said this like maybe 5 years ago on my MySpace, that we've got to let go of some values that we are holding on to so dearly because they don't serve us anymore. And we've got to adapt to new things that are going to help us progress as a civilization. Come on, you know what I mean? Like, let's not talk about these 10, 15 things that used to be relevant in my grandma's era.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it alone, थोड़ा फिर मैंने गालां गुलां भी पेंदियां पता नहीं किद्दां दी गल्लां पंजाबी विरसा खराब करता है ना ये है वो है. I was like, look, it is what it is. This is who I am, and this is how a lot of people are. You have to open up your eyes and see what year it is. And
things can change. You just mentioned Punjabi Virsa. 40 years ago, can you imagine any woman or even young boy or young girl choosing their partner or even having a say in their partner? And what would they have said in the 1950s or 60s? Shut up. This is Sada culture. That's already changed, not for everyone. So it's amazing what our culture and what changes in the flip of a year, you know?
Yeah. And you know, people say, oh, culture change ho raha, you know, jidda mainu ek kisi ne kya siga laal waal rangai baithi a 3 saal pehlan di gall hai, right? You know, she got dreads and stuff. Yeah, that's just my hair. Let's think about what else they talk about, right? What else I do. Aa kar diya, oh kar diya. And like, people straight up ask me at the interviews, and you know what? You're going to get an answer you're not going to like. So let's not ask me the questions. Let's not get there, right? So basically ਕੀ ਹੋਇਆ ਨਾ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਕਿਸੇ ਨੇ ਕਿਹਾ ਕਲਚਰ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਚੇਂਜ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਹੋ ਕਲਚਰ ਗਲਤ ਡਾਇਰੈਕਸ਼ਨ ਚ ਜਾ ਰਿਹਾ ਮੈਂ ਕਿਹਾ ਦੇਖੋ let's take out the dictionary.
Let me just translate that for the listeners who don't know. Someone said to you that you personally are taking our culture in the wrong direction.
In a different direction that they wanted to take it, right? Not like even wrong, but like I was like, okay, let's talk. He goes, culture should be preserved. That's what he was saying. I was like, let's take out the dictionary and look at what culture means. Culture is ever changing. Culture is ever growing. Culture is ever metamorphosizing. That's what culture is in very simple terms. what you mean it should be the way it was 50 years ago or 500 years ago? You are wrong, you know? So basically, I mean, I won the argument, of course, like I do every time. You know, people are still asking those questions. Because I'm a girl, they ask me that. Isn't that funny? Like, they'd still put me in that girl category, even though I'm beyond girl, boy, Punjabi, California, I'm beyond all that. They still put me in that.
Do you think patriarchy and misogyny is something that infects every single male, especially if they're brown? Because I'd like to think me and my friends, we know words like patriarchy. Hey, you know, everyone's equal. But then I have, for me, my wife, who tells me at home, deep down, you're just a Bindu. You can't escape that because that's your culture. And, you know, so do you believe that misogyny and patriarchy are in action around you all the time? Bending?
Sometimes. I don't feel it that much. I mean, I was just talking about a rare instance because I just wanted to bring up an issue, right? That like should be brought up. But like, I think in people around me, like they know how to behave. You know, people that I work with are so loving and respectful. I don't get to see that, but I know a lot of girls that are in the music industry and the movie industry that I'm friends with have to deal with a lot of things. They complain about it. You know, we talk about it and stuff. And, you know, it's unfair. It's unfortunate because they might be more talented than their male counterpart, you know. They might be more capable of being a part of that project, you know. But ultimately, let's just be real. Girls got to fight for what is theirs. Let's just be honest about that, because sometimes you put yourself in a very weak position where you're like, I guess I just let him take the lead then, because that's how my father would have behaved. That's how my big brother behaves. And again, it comes down to how you've been raised.
Yeah.
And look, I'm the eldest in my family, right? I've got a little brother. I've got a little sister, you know. My mom and dad really respected each other, you know. My brother really respects all the women he ever meets, right? So the thing is, these are the things we learn growing up. And he's going to treat his wife really good. And his kids are going to be great. And whenever I have kids, I'm going to teach them the same thing. It's not about boy-girl, patriarchy and misogyny. It's about, like, mutual respect to every human being, you know. And I don't want to do this whole thing like, oh, girl power. I don't want to do that, because there's going to be a time, there's going to be so much women empowerment that we're going to need a male empowerment movement. Get me? ਮੁੰਡੇ ਪਿੱਛੇ ਰਹਿ ਜਾਣੇ ਫਿਰ, ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਕੁੜੀਆਂ ਇੰਨੀਆਂ ਸਿਰ ਤੇ ਚੜ ਜਾਂਦੀਆਂ, ਚੜ ਸਕਦੀਆਂ ਜੇ ਇੰਨੀ ਖੁੱਲ੍ਹ ਦਈਏ ਆਪਾਂ ਕੁੜੀਆਂ ਨੂੰ. Then the boys are going to be like, but what about us though? Now we need to be empowered by the women, you know. ਫਿਰ ਝੰਡੇ ਫੜ ਕੇ ਤੁਰਿਆ ਕਰਨਗੇ, you know, ਮਾਰਚਾਂ ਤੇ. I'm tired.
Okay. Well, look, if you're listening, dear listener, we're recording this late at night after my show. You know, the hours which most artists come alive in, but actually we've been working hard, right? So,
yeah.
So I'm going to bring this to an end because it's been great.
Did you get all that you wanted to get out of me, or is it something else?
No, I got all I wanted, because the whole thing about No Filter is let's get off promotional mode and be yourself. Because I think most people look down at their listeners. We need to tell you exactly what's going on. I think two people talking like we've talked tonight gives you everything you need to know about that person, whatever they're talking about.
Did I tell you I'm happy in my life right now?
Yeah,
I did, right? Yeah, I am. It's been a month, and I just feel so energized. You know, I'm starting to sleep well. I'm eating good food. I'm starting to go back to the gym. I'm starting to like pull out my notebooks and write like little gibberish here and there, which is a really good start for me. It feels like I'm going to break this barrier of like this writer's block. I feel like I'm attracting so many positive people in my life, so much positive music. My mom told me, you look happy. I talked to her on video call today and she was like, you look happy. I was like, Mom, I am happy. Because whenever she hangs up, she goes, Bacche khush raho. I was like, Mom, I am khush. And today I didn't say that because I wasn't angry. I was actually happy. And I was like, Mom, okay, I will. You know what I mean?
Well, look, let's finish this with one last plea to your mum. Stop reading the comments, Mummy ji.
I know, seriously. Mummy ਮੈਨੂੰ ਕਹਿੰਦੀ ਸਵੇਰੇ, my mom's always like got something to talk about, right? She goes, ਮੈਂ ਤਾਂ Snapchat ਨੂੰ thanks ਕਰਨਾ ਹੈ. ਮੇਰੇ ਬੱਚੇ call ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰਦੇ ਮੈਨੂੰ, ਪਰ Snapchat ਤੇ ਪਤਾ ਲੱਗ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਮੇਰੇ ਬੱਚੇ ਕੀ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਆ. I was like, oh my God. She goes, but I don't know how to make a video on Snapchat. I was like, Mom, I'll thank Snapchat for you.
Jasmine Sandlas, thank you so much for throwing away, smashing, burning, and literally shunting to the side any filter. It's been, once again, an absolute pleasure talking to you. I really hope that your happiness infects every part of your body. Your career, that's already on lockdown. I hope you're happy, sister. Thank you.
Thanks.
Asian Network.